Life is short. In the end, all that really matters is the memories you make. So make a few. Go sailing.
Joel, you want to know something? What? Every now and then, say what the gives you freedom? Freedom brings opportunity. Opportunity makes your future. If you can't say it, you can't do it.
Welcome back to Sailing in the Mediterranean and Beyond. I wanted to give you an update on my upcoming sail for 2025. Now, this is going to be the initial sail from Puerto Rico to the United States. And this is the first time the boat will be back in the United States since it left in 1997. So I've got a couple openings on two of the legs of the trip. This year, I'm not going to do 7 different crews like I did last year. Last year, I brought the boat from Trinidad up to Puerto Rico, and during that period of time, that 3-month period of time, I had 7 different crews for that sail, and it was a lot of logistics to change crews. And also, I wasted a lot of time by trying to guess how many days of weather layovers I might need, or how many days of bad weather. As it turned out, there were very few bad weather days because the trade winds are so consistent. But this year, I'm going to be moving the boat from where it is in Fajardo, Puerto Rico, to the Bahamas, and then through the Bahamas, and then a hop over to St. Augustine, Florida, and then working up the inland waterway or offshore, whatever we decide, to put the boat up on the hard in St. Mary's, Georgia. So here's the quick summary of the trip, and if you have an interest in joining me for the beginning or the ending leg, reach out to me, franz1@medsailor.com. That's Franz and the number 1 at medsailor.com, and tell me a little bit about yourself. Give me your phone number. I will give you a call and decide if you would want to join me. You would arrive on the boat on January 14th in Puerto Rico. That's when I arrive in Puerto Rico, and I'm going to be renting a car in San Juan, the airport at San Juan, and driving down to Fajardo. It's about a 45 to an hour drive to get down to the boat. We will work on the boat for a couple days. I plan on launching the boat on the 16th of January, moving on the boat on the 17th of January, and departing Puerto Rico on Saturday, January 18th. We've got a long sail, so this is going to be for somebody that wants to do some offshore travels. 497 miles approximately from Fajardo to Great Iguana in the Bahamas. That's where we will clear in. So I'm estimating that's going to take, probably 4 days, 3 or 4 days. I like to figure 100 miles per day. So that would be a decent offshore passage for somebody that's never done it before, or if somebody has done it before and wants to. I have one crew member already joining me on that leg, and that is Ed Valenti. Ed is a sailor in Chicago. I've sailed with him several times on the Chicago to Mackinac race, and once with him on the Newport Beach to Ensenada race. We go back a long time. He's never sailed on my boat. This will be his first time on my boat, but I've sailed with him on various races. I did have another friend, Dave Harris, who had committed to the beginning crew, but I talked to him the other day, and it appears that he's going to have to go in for back surgery, and that would be right in the middle of his recovery period. So I said, Dave, if you can come, great, but if not, I need to look for somebody else, and he agreed. So I have one opening on the opening crew, It's estimated that that crew will be on the boat a total of 15 days. So we're going to sail up to Great Iguana, clear into the Bahamas, sail through the Bahamas from island to island. I don't have a specific schedule yet, but you will depart from Exuma. That's the nearest airport that you can fly out from. So I'm estimating that the crew will depart on January 28th, 2025. So that's a total of 16 days. Well, 15 days. That would be from the 14th until the 28th of January. So my wife will depart from Marsh Harbor, and that's in the Abaco Islands. That's actually on Great Abaco Island in the Bahamas. There are direct flights from the United States to that airport, and so that's why I chose it as an airport for my wife to leave. So it should be fairly easy making connections. We'll sail a few days in the Abaco Islands and then depart for a passage to St. Augustine. So that crew would be arriving on February 16th. That's a Sunday. And this crew has a total of about 10 or 14 days. Basically, we're going to sail from the Abaco Islands, spend a couple days sailing on the Abacos, and then depart for a Gulf crossing to St. Augustine. Now, as the crow flies, I've got it down as about 230 nautical miles, so probably 2 days at sea, maybe a little less because of the Gulf Stream. The Gulf Stream moves north at about 2.5 knots, and we are heading north-northwest on this route. We'll spend a day or two in St. Augustine, clear back into the United States in St. Augustine, and then work our way up the coast, probably a hop to Jacksonville, Florida, and then another hop from Jacksonville, Florida to St. Mary's Boatyard. I'll probably need to rent a car to get back to the airport, but bottom line, we'll haul out the boat probably on Wednesday the 26th, do a day or two working on the boat, and then I'm done for the year. So at this point in time, I will put my boat up for sale, and as long as I don't sell my boat, I will be sailing my boat. I'll probably head back in the summer and start working my boat farther north up the East Coast. I wouldn't mind going to Savannah, Georgia. I went there and visited Savannah, Georgia a while back. I went to Beaufort. I'd like to go to Beaufort and spend some time there. So I'll be working my way up the coast. I'm not sure whether I will winter it in St. Mary's or somewhere else up the East Coast, but that's my plan. So this is just a quick update on the 2 crew positions that I have open. I do have a probable commitment from Neil Fletcher to be joining me on the final leg. Most likely he will. He seems to sail with me every year when I give him an opportunity. Neil has done or is doing the Camino de Santiago, which is basically the trek from France to the Camino de Santiago or Santiago, Spain. And I'm not sure if he's done yet or he's still doing it, but I sent him a note on this and he said he wants to come. He just needs to work out some details. So most likely Neil will be our other crew member on the leg from Marsh Harbor to the States. If you have an interest, great. Write me an email, franz1@medsailor.com. I do not expect you to contribute to the boat. The boat is free, but you are expected to pay your fair share of expenses, which would include fuel, mortgage fees, and food. It's usually not that much, quite honestly. All right, I look forward to hearing from you. Again, Franz, the number 1 at medsailor.com. Franz1 at medsailor.com. Get out there and go sailing. Life is short. In the end, all that really matters is the memories you make. So make a few. Go sailing.
Joel, you want to know something? What? Every now and then, say what the fuck gives you freedom. Freedom brings opportunity. Opportunity makes your future. If you can't say it, you can't do it.